Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back, Forex Talk over here, brand new show. It's a comeback. Yeah, it's the second or third weeks in a row doing a comeback. We need to build back the audience from scratch. So don't forget to smash the like button as you come in. I know there are many of you who's gonna be watching the replay. Good evening, good evening. All right, so we got Mr. Hugo the Breck. What's up? Comment ça va, Hugo, man? Fait longtemps. What's up? What's up? So the concept of the show is pretty simple. We're gonna enjoy a nice little drink that we choose on Instagram during the pre-show, and we're gonna talk about Forex. We're gonna talk about trades that we took during this week. And this week, I'm trading my hat, my cap. I'm trading my cap for the cowboy hat. And the reason why it's because I've been a little degen on CPI, so we're gonna talk about that. It was scary, exciting, I guess, dopamine right in the arm, right? So yeah, that was totally. I totally do not advise anyone to do that. That was completely degen and retard, but hey, it is what it is. But we're gonna talk about some smart trade also. And if you have any question, we can talk also about crypto NFTs. I know crypto is going wild right now, so we can actually break down charts and talk about how this fucking Bitcoin drop was planned since last year here on this channel. Okay. Yes, it was called live on this freaking channel almost a year ago. I said in 2022 Bitcoin will hit 12,000, and guess what? We are at 16. So yeah, I'm getting excited here. All right. So first thing first, let's get started. We're gonna crack up this little baby. Hopefully, you have a drink in your hand. Can be beer, can be vodka, can be shots, can be wine, can be whatever you guys want to drink. And maybe it's orange juice because maybe it's the morning at your place. Maybe you're enjoying breakfast, and that's all good. But make sure you grab a little drink here before we get started and break down some charts. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm there to answer all of those. Obviously, the best way that I can. And all right, so we're gonna do the official cheers. Hopefully, you guys are ready for cheers. Hey guys, as you come in, smash that like button. Okay, I need to build back the audience. We used to have hundreds of people here, thousands of people, so we need to build back the audience. I'm starting from scratch, following a huge break. All right, so in 3, 2, 1, cheers, guys. Ooh, yeah. All right. Good evening and cheers, Tony. What's up? Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. So yeah. So all right. Now let's get going. Let's bring up the chart. Woo! So hopefully everyone had a pretty good week. Not too crazy. Hopefully you don't have to wear the cowboy hat tonight because you didn't went cowboy as me. Hopefully, and if you did, hopefully it ended out well. Thank God on my end, it actually did end well, but woo, it was a little scary. So, how was my week? Pretty good, in all honesty. And I'm gonna show you. I think I got 2 losses on swing, but scalping this swing. Woo, am I already drunk? But scalping this week was on point. So because of that, I was able to manage some profits this week. So yeah. And thank God for that cowboy move on CPI. Holy crap. But we're going to talk about that. All right. So hopefully you guys had a pretty good week also. Let's get it. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's go to GJ. All right. So GJ today, here was, did I put that on this chart or this one? All right, this one here. Cool. Let me just see my exact entry here. On GJ today was. Give me one sec here. Where is that trade? Okay, cool. So price was, is that right? 164 to 15. Does that make sense? 164 to 15. Is this that trade? Yeah, right here. Cool. Perfect. All right, so let's put it here. No, short. Sorry, 164 to 15. We said to 15 right here. Perfect. Placed up above this area. It was on the 30-minute. Yeah, place right above there. Perfect. I think I had like a 28, if I'm not wrong. Hold on, wait a second. Where was my stop? 164, 505. Is that right? 164, 505. 164, 505. Right here. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I deleted it, but whatever. Right here. All right, cool. Perfect. Okay, excellent. So this is the trade from this week. This morning. Okay. Cheers, by the way. Okay, so let's put the screen bigger and let's move this over here. Perfect. All right, cool. So now, first thing first, let's take a look at the weekly. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly time frame right here. All right, so we know in the weekly time frame we did form a new high right here. We know that when we form a new high after this bearish candle, most of the time price will come down, either retest this area to continue up, or go straight down into that weekly golden zone to continue eventually up. So knowing that, now we can adjust our strategy. And looking at the daily time frame, if you look at the daily time frame, we have the infamous shampoo pattern, and right here, perfect. All right, so right here we did broke that net line, which was also in sync with the weekly resistance. So we basically came back down in that area. So what I look for break and retest on lower time frame from that neckline. So now if we go look on the 4-hour time frame, all right, we did either break, we did retest, and we did close under. You guys see that? Now, looking for entries, so I went on H1, placed my fib from this consolidation zone, right? We finally broke it, established a low, placed my fib. This was my golden zone. So I was like, all right, cool, perfect. And price went up. We reject and form resistance right in the H1 time frame. So what I did in this case, I actually waited for dynamic price entry. So basically, as soon as price opened, I didn't select an entry right away. I actually waited. I waited for a pullback, created the top wick, created the top wick here, and waited for price to come down a little bit, select my first entry, went up a bit, select a second entry, and let it drive down, right? So it went to 15 pips. I did secure 50% at 15 pips. And when we touched this area here, which was our H1 support, I did close another 50. And at 45, I think, or 40 pips-ish total, I did close in full, right? So this was a pretty basic setup. I was like, we establish a low, wait for price to pull back into the golden zone, take the entry, right? So, I mean, even if I had taken the entry right at the opening of the candle, I mean, right here, here, right? Oops, sorry. So, Jesus, sorry, guys. All right, so even if I had taken this entry right there, even there, if I did close 50% at the support, it's still 27 pips, right? But of course, using the dynamic risk entry was better. Actually, this entry is right here, but whatever. Anyways, I'm not able to move it, but whatever. Any question about that? Any question? No question? All right, let's move on. All right, so that was the trade on GJ. Did I add another trade on G? I don't think so. Let's talk about this loss here. All right, so let's talk about this loss here on GJ. All right, cool. Perfect. So now if you look at this, I was actually waiting for Euro GPY to come down in this area, right? So basically waited for price to establish a new high, come down, retest previous resistance that was broken to continue up, or they go deeper into the weekly golden zone. We actually did, you know, and that's where I was trying to get an entry. Okay. So if you look on the 4 hour time frame, I really thought like right here when we had this nice H4 engulfing candle that we would have a nice little move to the upside. And no, and the reason why, and that was my mistake, because what I did is I actually waited for price. You see here we are bearish on the 1 hour time frame, and we finally moved bullish, retest here, established support with engulfing candle, took the entry to move up. But if you look on H4 didn't flip bullish. For this trade to have better chance of success, I need price to come up here, retest this, and continue up. So I think I was a little too early in that trade. That was my mistake. So yeah, that one was a 1% loss on that one. I did the same kind of mistake. Was it on? Give me one sec here. Was it on the no here? Oh, here it is. This is something I've been waiting for weeks. Okay, so this is a little gem for you guys, free for next week. All right, so this is AUD USD. Cheers. Let's do a little refill. All right. Don't forget to smash the like button as you come in, guys. And if you're watching the replay, make sure to smash the like button also. That'll be very, very appreciated. We need to build back the audience. All right. So anyways, so let's see here. Boom, boom. We're trending down, right? So we're trending down. We broke previous support, and now I'm just waiting for price to come up, retest this previous support that was broken. That is also inside the golden zone. So double confirmation here to continue down. But for that, we need resistance to be formed. And if you look on the daily, we're still, now we're moving to the bullish side on the daily. So I'm going to need for next week for H4 to flip bearish. So something like, like this, and boom, something like this that retest to continue down. Something like that, kind of, right? So this is something I'm waiting. I'm waiting for confirmation to go down on AUD USD. And if it does close back above this area, I mean, trade idea is going to be invalid, and we're going to be looking for buys, right? But yeah, so far looking, this looked beautiful, to be honest. This looked beautiful. AUD, USD GPY, same idea. All right. So if you look at here, this is all swing ideas. All right. So if you look at this, we got price coming up. Boom, boom. We're retesting previous resistance that got broken. Also inside of the golden zone. Double confirmation. Let's go. So now we're gonna wait for the switch of structure on a lower time frame. So here the daily did close bearish. So we're gonna need the support to be formed, and eventually switch of structure on lower time frame. So we're all getting into those interesting area, but we don't have any confirmation to buy yet or sell. So we are getting in the money area, but we need something else to take the trade, right? So, but those are, whoa, what the hell happened? Okay, so I mean, AUD USD GPY are looking super good for next week. GU, if I'm not wrong, is the same idea. Yeah. So GU, same shit, dude. Next week's gonna be crazy if those things set up nicely. Man, I'm going full margin. No, I'm joking. But if you see here, we did broke retest previous area, of resistance, and boom, looking to continuation, right? Um, let's see here. Let's see, just for fun. Where is that go? Yo, this is right at the golden zone. We actually broke, but if we respect, oh, you see, I already put my orange line. I didn't realize, but the orange line is my safety net. So if we do respect the safety net, we're good to go. So we are at the area where we gonna looking on the lower time frame to see a switch of structure to go to the downside. Let's see if we have any question or comments. Give me 1 sec here. I'm gonna take a sip. Cheers, guys. Benny the Bull. Hey, man, good to see you back online. Do you have a Telegram and Discord group? Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry, I'm back now for the past 3 weeks. I know it's been a while. I do apologize. I do have a Telegram, but yeah, was not super active on it. I guess I'm gonna have to. You know what? I think I'm gonna get better at it on Telegram. But yeah, the link is in my I got a link tree link somewhere in the description, I think, or on my Instagram. But my Instagram will be the place I'm posting the most stuff. On Twitter is mostly all my NFTs, So NFT crypto, that's gonna be more on Twitter. Forex gonna be more on Instagram, or YouTube, obviously, right? But yeah, Telegram. I think I'm gonna start posting more. Jeez, damn, am I drunk already? By the way, I'm celebrating. No, it's not really my birthday, but this weekend I'm celebrating my birthday. But yeah, so maybe I'm already drunk. I don't know. By the way, guys, if you just joined, the reason why I got my cowboy hat is because I was a little G-gen this week, and I'm going to talk about that in a few seconds about the crazy trade on CPI. All right, so let's get back to it. So yeah, so I think this looks pretty cool. NZD USD, let's take a look at it. I think same kind of stuff. Yo, I'm telling you, all those pairs are setting up like there's no tomorrow. Like, I swear to God, like this is just golden. I just now that we took like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, to get. I've been waiting for those set up for the past 5 weeks, guys. You know, this is how patient I am now these days. Like the first me would have never did that. Never, 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 never. So now we broke, come back, retest previous area of support that got broken inside the fucking golden zone again. Like that cannot be better and juicy than this. And now we need to go down. But again, if we continue up and break this, I'm just gonna be looking for break and retest on this area to go up, right? And we're gonna react into that. All right, so this looked very, very, very clean. NZD CAD, I took a loss on that one here. I don't know, that was yesterday night. Yeah, that was me trying to not miss the move during the night. That was so stupid, so stupid, but it is what it is. So what happened here? All right. So what happened on that loss is we hit the area I wanted to, the same kind of setup I showed you guys. But it's very crucial to enter at the right moment after the break of structure on lower time frame, which I kind of didn't do, right? So we had the retest here, and I was trying. I forced the trade, right? Yeah, literally, so ain't gonna lie, I just fucking forced the trade. So what happened here, as you can tell, the daily is still bullish, right? And for our hour, okay, if you look here, right? So let's say here, boom, 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 boom. Here, this is just consolidation. Here, we finally broke that low. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool. We did a retest, so I'm like, okay, awesome. So maybe we can continue down. So now at this stage, I'm looking for confirmation on lower time frame. And since I missed that first entry, that was right here. This was perfect. This was my kind of entry signal. This would have been kind of good because, just for an example, can place my stuff above here, and my auto break even would have been hit, at 1 to 1 right here. And after that, I would have been got stop at break even, right? So that would be the worst case scenario. But that didn't happen. I missed that. So like a dumbass, price came down again. We came up here, we retest this area, but the move was already happening. So I took the trade right here, at the bottom, right at the previous support. So fucking dumb. Like so many mistakes. It was like, what time was that? What time was that? That was, what time was that? Oh no, wait a second. 7 a.m. Yeah. So, oh, that was the one I took when I woke up. Sorry. So I just woke up. I was like, all right, I don't want to miss it, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, long story short, I did fucked up on that one. So lost 1% here. All right. So this week, that was my two losses. That was my two losses this week. Two stupid mistake. I didn't follow my plan on those two. I just forced a trade like a dumbass. Hey, still happened, Now let's talk about the trade. This one was, oh my fucking god. All right, wait a second. Where was it here? Let me go check on my MT4 1 second. That was CPI was yesterday? Is that right? Hold on, wait a second. Am I confused? Yeah, correct. Okay, that was yesterday. All right, so this entry was okay. What time was that? Yeah, okay. Perfect. So what happened here? Let's select the 5-minute time frame. Actually, let's go on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, right here. So what happened here is actually for one of the really rare time, I actually placed a buy order or buy order. Yeah, I don't use those. Like I think that was one of my first or second time using that, and I was like, oh shit, man. I think like we bouncing back. We since we broke 1700 on gold, I was like, all right, shit, this shit's gonna go up. And if you look on a 4 hour time frame, you know, we did broke, we did retest with a wick and push back up. So what I did is we had this little consolidation zone here on gold, right, right around here. And I was like, all right, so if we do broke 715, which is this area right here, let's put it blue right here. So I was like, all right, so if we do break this area, we should continue up. So I did place a buy order like a 1716. Yo, I don't know how to explain that, but when I was watching the chart, and first, I gotta admit something. Um, I didn't change my setting on Magic Key. Like I did that thing so fast. I didn't change anything. I was still gold. I'm only scalping. So usually I got a small stop, and I'm using a fixed lot, since I'm using a small stop. Now I put a bigger stop, I put the stop like right under that candle, right? Because I know it can, wick down and up, huge spreads. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna use 1%. So whatever the fuck happened, even slip a little bit, I'm gonna be minus like 1.5, 1.2, whatever, So I was like, all right, let's use 1%. And I thought in my head that it was set up as my swing setup, which is 1%. And it wasn't. So when I press enter and the trade got activated in a second, in a good guys, when that can, I don't know if you guys were watching this live, but when that candle open, it was already like, dude, it was far up. Like it was like instant. It was instant. My entry got slipped more than 15 pips. It's just like it was retarded. Retarded. I was like, holy, and it went like 40 pips instant. But remember one thing, my lot size was what I use for scalping. Usually when I close at like 15, 20 pips, I was like 40, 45, 60 pips in no time trying to close my trade, and everything was frozen. And this shit started to come down. And like, holy shit. Holy dude, I'm telling you, this was the first time and the last time. It actually ended up pretty good, because I got my actually TP, when I got out, because I was trying to get out like around like 25, 30 pips, 40 pips. I can't remember what it was. Ending up like 18 pips more. So I'm like, so I think my total was like 50-ish something pips. So I was figuring out. So that trade put me up in profit by like, I'm gonna have to do the math, but couple percent up, right? But this was totally degen. That is why I am actually wearing the cowboy hat tonight. Because this was totally cowboy. I usually tells people, do not do this. Wait for the storm to pass, and enter the trade after. I know if you've been following me for a while, you know that. You heard me saying that like many times over, right? Cheers, by the way. But I don't know. Yesterday I felt kind of bored and needed that dopamine. I don't know what the fuck happened with me, but I actually did it. So whatever. Thank God it ended up being pretty good. I mean, actually very good, but this can end up pretty bad. So again, do not do this kind of stuff. All right, guys. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so I'm not expecting any question for that one because this one was, pure degen, but ending up pretty good. So, hey, it is what it is. All right. So now let's move on. We got. Where's the other trade I wanted? I think I did. I journal it or delete it? I can't remember. All right, so whatever. All right, so now let's talk about something funky. Let's talk about crypto a little bit, because everyone is freaking out. Everyone is blaming FTX, So I don't know if you guys been involved a little bit in crypto, but everyone is blaming FTX. But here is how I did break down BTC almost 1 year ago on this freaking channel. I called BTC somewhere in 2022 at 12K, and everybody told me I was stupid, dumb, crazy. I got threats, dude, guys, Anyways, long story short, when you look at this chart, and I do not trade crypto, guys. I buy and hold. Okay. So when I'm looking at this, all right, and remember something, in Forex or crypto, whatever stocks, it's all the fucking same. When you read charts, when you're able to read a chart, you're able to read any chart. Okay. So if you look at this monthly time frame, right, on Bitcoin, let me delete this. If you see here, from 2020, this was the first bull run, right? But after that, we got in 2021, we got this bull run here, right? Non-stop to 65-ish thousand, right? So if we drop down the chart here. But what happened here is when in 2020, we broke this resistance right here. Let me zoom this. All right. So we did break that resistance around 12K. And we never retested it. Okay. So what happened is usually market always, correct those moves. So what happened? We had this huge bullish move, huge bullish move to 65K. And what happened now? We got that bear market, oops, coming down to retest 12K, right? So this was super simple. That's what I call like the first thing I did call is like, listen, after we got that weekly candle, this is exactly where I called it. After that weekly candle here on November 15th, the week after that, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, guys, now we hit an all-time high. Now we're gonna correct this shit, and we're going to 42K. All right, we're going to 42K, and if we do break 42K, we're going to 32. And I said clearly, 32 can hold because many time over we hit 32 right here, holding up to push back up. But if we do break 32, we can straight back down to 12. And this is exactly what is happening right now. Anyways, so same thing with Solana. I know I got some people are probably going to be jumping on my YouTube from the Solana ecosystem. Like the market's always a mirror, right? So if you look at this, look at this. You got a bullish move here with like what? Let's take a look at the monthly time frame, right? So actually, let's delete this. Perfect, cool. I actually send that chart to some people to try to help them understand how it works. But if you look at this, you got this bullish move like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles straight bullish, right? With one bearish. Here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bearish candle and 2 blue candle. So it's a mirror. Basically, we took 1 year to go up. We're going to take 1 year to go down. And what I said is like $24 was my ultimate target here for Solana. And the reason why is if you look on the weekly time frame, we have a pretty solid area right here that we're trying to broke like many times here, like once, 2, 3 times on a weekly candle. Always got rejected to the upside. So I was like, all right, so once we're going to tap 24, there's a big chance we're going to go back up. But if we do break and close under, next area is going to be $5, which was our monthly all-time high. If you look here, the all-time high at $5 that never was retested before. So anyways, so that was just a little quick note on crypto. Again, thank you very much for being here tonight, guys. Cheers. Very appreciate it. This is a comeback, so I need your help. Don't forget, if you're watching the replay, smash that like button. I know there's many of you watching the replay. Do not forget to do it because, like I said, we need to build back the audience. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and I'll see you on Tuesday morning for another live trading session. Take care.